And we are back on the pod. We're on episode 5 right now, and I hope you enjoyed the last episode, episode 4. And medyo nag-trending sa TikTok. I think I have 190,000 views on TikTok. On a simple note na I just said that if you just want to play basketball, don't go to Ateneo. And definitely others didn't watch the video and kept yapping on things that uh, weren't even talked about. But yeah, I'll leave it up to them, whatever they think of that notion. Pero now, episode 5. So, since marami nag-comment doon, nakakatawa. Episode 5 is going to be about bashers, haters, and keyboard warriors. This episode is medyo I experienced some of this. Uh, Playing for Ateneo is when I first experienced these bashers, haters. Matagal na panahon yun, pero at that time meron ng mga ganong tao. Marami na. Marami na sila. Through social media, through mails. Pero meron na. So let me start with my experience in Ateneo. So back in Ateneo, um, definitely when you're playing for the school, you're in the spotlight. And kahit hindi kayo yung gumagawa like me, hindi naman ako gumagawa ng college eh. I do different things for the team. Everything is magnified. Everything is magnified. So, an example was when I was in Ateneo, um, usually it's because of an Ateneo Lasal game eh. So Ateneo Lasal game, big game, talagang alam niyo lahat ng alumni nanonood, tapos punong-puno yung Araneta at that time. I had this bad game. I think it was on my second year or third year, on my third playing year. It was against Lasal. I remember that game. We lost to Lasal in the first round, I think. I was in the game until yung fourth quarter towards the end. I missed a couple of shots. Towards the end, siguro mga less than 4 minutes, less than 3 minutes, I took a couple of shots and missed 2, 3 shots. And then, basically, I was there not really to shoot. Although, syempre, okay pag nakaka-shoot ka. I was there to defend the best players or scorers, wing scorers of the opponent. That's why I was in the game. That's why I actually got playing time in college. Pero there I missed a couple of shots and we lost the game as well. We really played bad towards the end. A couple of miscues and a couple of missed shots. Lasal made their shots. Parang yung sa atan si Tata Marata naka 3 points of a staggers towards the end. Pero anyway, after the game, this story is not about the game. After that game, I got so many hate mails. And the worst is most of them are from Ateneo, mga alumni. So it's crazy because I got messages sa inbox ko sa Facebook. And grabe ba? Super out of context, sinasabi nila. And then I had this I think it was called Form Spring. Alam niyo yung mag-enter kayo ng question, tapos you can be a random person, tapos you can answer it, lalabas siya dun sa page. And then, when I opened it, grabe, sobrang daming messages. Di ko alam bakit ka pinasok, wala kang kwenta. Sayang yung spot mo sa Ateneo, sa roster team. Ikaw ba favorite ni Norman Black? Hindi ka naman makashoot, bakit ka pinapasok? Those things were said. And actually marami pa. Not just that. As in sobrang dami. Tapos even sa Facebook Messenger ko, I got messages where I know people. Yung sa Forest Spring, medyo anonymous, kaya lalakas ng loob. Pero yung sa Facebook, of course, you can see some are anonymous, pero some you know them or you see them in the arena. And grabe, di ba? Parang you try to represent the school, you do your best, balancing studies and basketball, tapos may kita mo, these alumni are gonna yap at you, gonna curse you, are gonna do everything. And they don't understand the game, most of them. Well, some of them, okay? They don't know what's happening, they don't know why in the court, and parang entitled sila dun sa comments nila na ganon. So that time when that happened, lalo sa fourth we got so many curses, ang dami talaga as in wild. It was degrading, it was naramdam mo na kung gaano kakaliit with their comments. And that's how it started when I had to do something about it. And one thing I did was to basically get off social media. I think at that time I had Twitter, I had Facebook, and have that Form Spring. I deactivated everything. Um, so I didn't have Facebook, in Twitter, and Form Spring for 2 to 3 months, maybe 2 months until we won the championship eventually. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy how people try to put you down talaga, not knowing what's happening. But anyway, I had to turn it off. I had to stay off social media. For a time, ayoko dahil meron kaming game na nilalaro sa Facebook. I forgot with the coaches, with sila Coach Shandy, I think Tita Debbie was there. I forgot yung parang you have to attack the base. So parang nalungkot ako dahil hindi ko malaro dahil my Facebook was deactivated. Pero yun, I had to do what I had to do. I got off social media. It helped me a lot. Nakafocus ako. And then I just had to turn it back on after winning the championship, which we did every time I did turn it off or like deactivated it. Kasi I won the last 4 championships. 4 of the 5. So yung third year, fourth year, fifth year, we won the championship. So sarap rin ng pagbalik ko ng Facebook. Yung first messages, first post ko na uso pa sa Facebook, is always like, I'm back, we are the champions or something like that. Kaya masaya rin na when the feeling na makabalik sa social media or the feeling na ang tagal mong wala, then yung next mong open, puro nagko-congratulate na yung tao. Even those people you see in yung mga people na talaga nang babash, just biglang nagko-congratulate na. Um, One of the craziest thing is when I got so much hate sa Ateneo was even Jesuits or a Jesuit was hating on me for no reason. It's crazy because my parents were the ones who told me. Actually, my mom, parang sabi niya that time, bakit merong pari na ano, pag pinapasok ka, parang galit na galit, ang daming comments. And that was crazy. Parang, and it wasn't just a one-time thing. It went on for years until I graduate. Before I used to bless when I see this Jesuit. And then one time I was walking in I think it was in Cosca in Ateneo. I tried to bless and then tried to get his hand for me to bless. Tapos biglang hindi niya inabot yung kamay. Slipped the hand back, didn't even look at me. Tapos from that day on, never looked at me. Then that's when my mom told me na this priest, eventually it was the same priest. And it's like, it's crazy. I didn't do anything wrong to him. I don't know what happened, pero sometimes people are irrational. People listen to different stories. People make up stories where they decide that it's true, even though it's not. Until the very last, when gave that Jesus speech, I won't forget this. I shook everyone's hand. This priest again did even reach, even stood up to try to shake my hand. I tried to look at him to give me my hand, but he did, so it was okay. Um, Even after I was playing, I was trying to say hi, and this sometimes he nods, sometimes talagang NR, but you have to forgive and forget. Um, it's fun. It should be the as priests and Jesuits dapat sila yung leader when they should be the one leading. They should be the one doing this because they preach about forgiveness and all, and how to be a better person and all that. But anyway, to each of his own. Um, and before I go to my next point, um, in the midst of that one, I remember there were a few naman who were supportive even on the bad days, even on the days where a lot of were bashing me or bashing the whole team. I remember it was Sir Jack Shaw. I will never forget when he wrote this really really long message. He was telling that the team's doing good. We might have lost, but we're gonna get there. They're still supporting us, win or lose. They know that you're not gonna win every time, and that they're just there to support the team. And nakakatuwa na may mga ganong tao pa rin na kahit when you're losing, they're still behind you. They don't get carried away by the wins and the losses, especially big losses against LaSalle at that time. So shout out to Sir Jack for Sir Jack Shaw for hindi ko makakalimutan. Hindi ko makakalimutan yung mga ganong tao, mga alumni na ganon. Marami naman. There are a lot of supportive alumni, pero he voiced it out because I didn't know him. He just messaged. Eventually, I met him in person, and nakakatuwa yung mga ganong tao. And let's move on. So, yung next thing about bashing and hating, the number one thing that these bashers, hindi na nga ako sikat, di ko alam ba't may nang mabash sa akin eh, or nang hate eh. Pero, was how I got into the PBA. People will always, those haters will always, ito yung number one comment na nakikita ko eh. Naka-PBA lang yan dahil sa tatay niya. Draft siya ng tatay niya, kinuha siya ng tatay niya. And these people did not fact check. Kasi number one, during the draft, the team of my dad did draft me. It was rain or shine. I think my dad was in San Miguel or Petron at that time. Or maybe not even the PBA. I forgot, but it was rain or shine who drafted me. I wasn't signed that year. I went back to D-League. Nakakatawa lang yun dahil hindi nagpa-fact check yung tao eh. Na yung mga tao na, ayun yung sobrang naiinis ako pero natatawa na yung mga tao talaga ang 80-80. If you don't know what 80-80 is, na-realize ko siya just the other day what 80-80 means. So, write it down, 80-80, and look at the numbers and how it looks like. Try to figure it out what 880 means. So yun number one. So quick story, I got drafted by Rain or Shine, went back to D-League, had to grind it out. I was with Blackwater. My first ever game was for Blackwater, and it wasn't easy how I got there. I thought I wasn't gonna make it anymore to the PBA. I was ready to hang those shoes. Pero, I think the turning point was in Malaysia. So I played Blackwater D-League, tapos they were gonna go to the PBA. And then, ang hindi ko makakalimutan is, when we played in Malaysia, everyone knew that Blackwater was entering the PBA and they were looking for players. So when I went to Malaysia, I was not 100%. I think I had a strain quads. So in Malaysia, pwede ata 2 imports at that time. So went with an import. Um, and then, did we go with an import? Anyway, yung teams may import. Kasi hindi ko makakalimutan, first 2 games I barely played. I think 1 game I didn't play. Then the next 2 games I barely played. I think the last game in the elimination, we played a team with 2 imports. So, hindi ko makakalimutan to. I knew I had to do something, and I think the import was scoring a lot. I went to Coach Aris, di maunahan ba, or Coach Junji, Coach Leo, or Coach, back then was Coach Leo Esak. I said, Coach, ako nababantay sa import, kaya ko yan. So, Coach Leo gave me a chance. I went into the game sa Malaysia and limited his numbers talaga, as in super limited. And until the end of the game, and I think that's what stuck sa kanila Coach Leo to the Blackwater management. And when I got to the PBA, that's what they told me. That's why they got me, because of they can forget when I had to guard the import in Malaysia when we played there. So nakakatawa yung mga talagang bashers na hindi nagpa-fact check, dahil at that time Blackwater yung kumuha sa akin. Tapos yung dad ko was in San Miguel. I played against him pa nung first conference. Kaya di ko alam kung saan nila nakukuha yung mga pinagsasabi nila. I wasn't the best PBA player. I'm not saying I did so good, because I didn't. Pero when you say nakapag-PBA ka dahil sa tatay mo, is crazy. Well, in fact, it's true. Because my dad influenced me a lot to be a basketball player, to work harder, to do a lot of things. Pero ang ini-insuate nila was siya yung kumuha sa akin, is crazy. Because it was Blackwater who gave me a chance to really play in the PBA. So that's it. And then with how I got to the PBA. Next is there's one time, ito nakakatawang kwento. There was this guy who kept tweeting me about randomly. Like, magtutweet ako and then i-connect na naman sa basketball. Naka-PBA ka, ganyan. Wala ka namang kwenta. Nakapag-Ateneo ako dahil sa tatay mo. Even Ateneo, hindi ata nila alam, I went to Ateneo High School. I won Mythical 5 MVP. Tapos yung ibang bashers sasabihin, nakapag nakapag-attend ako lang dahil sa connections, is so yun medyo nakakatawa. Hindi ako naasar. I think I'm not insecure with those things. So one time, yung stalker, going back, parang stalker ang dating eh. Tapos talagang every tweet na ano, siguro mga ano to, 2014, 15, that time, he would always message or tweet me at the wrong time kung saan may time ako. So napapansin ko kung sino yung handle niya and yung ID. So okay. Tapos maya-maya. So one time, super rami kong oras. Like bored ako. So I went to his page. Check ko nga, sino ba to? Parang hindi ko nire-replyan eh. Sino ba to? And apparently my cousin was checking him also. Sabi niya, Nard, sino ba tong nang-hit sa'yo ng baba siya? Hindi ko rin kilala. So, apparently, usually kasi mga bashers, haters, wala yung mga mukha, walang pangalan eh, mga iba-iba yung ginagamit. This guy, not so not so smart. Binaligtad lang pala yung pangalan niya. Tapos medyo ginumble yung second name. Something like that. So sabay namin nakita ng cousin ko. When my cousin messaged me, ito ata siya, pero sa Facebook, not sa Twitter. I saw him na already because I checked yung Facebook. And binaliktad niya yung first name, tapos yung second name parang may ginano lang, pinagpalit lang ng konti. What made me sure na siya yun? Kasi yung cover photo nung Twitter or yung parang background was nandun sa isang pictures niya, and he wasn't private sa Facebook. Parang nasa banana boat, like yung mga sila Lebron. Parang may ganun. So sabi ko, sobrang sakto ito. Then when I started looking at his album, it wasn't private or not all pictures. Same nung nakita ko yung profile picture sa Facebook. So I started scrolling. Ito medyo may pagkasira ulo ako nito eh. I grabbed some of his photos, saved it. Tapos meron pa ata siyang anak, saved it also. Then one time, message him directly sa DM sa Twitter. I said, di ba ikaw to? Sent his pictures. Ano ba gusto mo sa akin? Pero ikaw to, di ba? Ikaw to, anak mo to, ganyan. When I sent his pictures, he blocked me. Tapos wala na, hindi ko na siya mahanap. Natauhan rin siya. So, after that, wala, no messages, no nothing. Um, hindi ko na mahanap ngayon. So, nakakatawa dahil minsan yung mga ganitong tao, kailangan mo rin to fight fire with fire. Pero, I don't suggest it. Usually, it will go bad for you. Ikaw yung mababal. Pero that time, I think I won that fight. Not in a good way, pero may times na yung boiling point mo talagang hindi mo mapipigilan eh. Darating sa point na parang nakakainis talaga. And ang hirap minsan. Ang hirap minsan. Um, Natatawa ako pag naalala ko every time story na yun. Yung next point ko is, alam niyo yung mga nagko-comment sa whatever, post ka sa comment section ng mga articles, which I stopped reading. Like, I rarely read. That's one of my suggestions. If you wanna have a peace of mind, stop opening that comment section and reading it. Though sometimes way back when I started, it's entertaining and also it's annoying at the same time. You never know what you're gonna get. Pero most of the time sasakit lang ulo nyo kung gaano ka mga 80-80 yung mga tao. As in, yung approach nila is gonna bait you to comment talaga eh. Parang instead of focusing on the topic, they would focus on your looks. They would focus on something that will trigger you, your job, what you're doing, your past. And it's not even related dun sa article, it's not even related dun sa post mo. Pero they're gonna find ways to try to bait you. And if you're not ready, just don't reply or don't open the comment section. Um, And yung iba doon, yung mas nakakaasar sa mga nagko-comment, this is in general, like, for example, you try to go to spin. Grabe yung mga tao, they comment like they know everything, kahit wala talaga silang alam at hindi nila alam pinagsasabi nila. It's crazy. Tapos wala silang name or ibang name gamit pala nila. Tapos wala rin silang profile picture. Random na gamit yung profile picture. Blank yung profile picture. Alam niyo yun, parang, ha? Itong mga tao nakakaawa na their life revolves on bashing. Natutuwa sila doon. I pity them dahil imagine yung kaligayahan mo is to hate on people. Or yung kaligayahan mo parang depends on making people worse, making people feel worse. I don't know what's sadder than that, na paano you get energy from that, di ba? Na if I hate on people, if I bash on people, I'm gonna get more energy, I'm gonna get happier. It's crazy if you think of it, na people uh, get that positive energy from doing those kinds of things. Parang saklap, di ba? Na ganun, ganun, ganun lang yung ano. I can't imagine it. Na ganun nila nakukuha yung energy nila. At ganito yung style nila, like they're gonna bait you to a certain topic. Pag nabara mo na sila, now they will move on to attacking you personally. It's always like that. They're gonna say this, tapos ifa-fact check mo. Pag na-fact check mo, iibahin na nila yung topic. Titirahin ka na personally, physically, yung past mo. They're gonna bring up something na not even related pero nakakainis dahil sa sobrang walang kwenta. Gusto mo replyan dahil walang ka kwenta-kwenta, 'di ba? So, um, I pity them na their life revolves on these things. Um, it's crazy. It's been a norm though na pagka may nag-post ka ng article or whatever, people will start finding things, find something bad about it or comment something bad about it kahit sobrang positive ng post mo minsan or sobrang positive ng isang article. I don't know what happened, why people have to bring people down. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Uh, and I don't know why people have so much time. Meron ako nakita on TikTok dati. Parang this guy comments or hates on every post ng about kunwari athletes, about yung under 17 dati who went to the World Cup. He comments on all the players' posts just to hate on them. And halos minsan pare-pareho yung comment niya. And it's crazy. Those are minors. Tapos, yung mga pinopost na yung kinokomment na is like really degrading them, putting them down. And these are kids who represented us. Diba? Parang sabi ko, grabe. Grabe masyado yung how social media evolved from dapat it would help us to now bringing people down that could cause. I know some people got mental health issues because of these also. And social media is a double-edged sword talaga. I hope we use it properly in the future, like everyone, because laking tulong sana if we use it properly. So anyway, it's been a long episode. Um, this is me. Really talking about the haters, the bashers, and the keyboard warriors. I know there's a lot more. When I posted that video nga on TikTok, meron na kaagad sabi, and I was talking about Ateneo, parang nakakatawa. If you wanna reach the PBA, don't listen to this guy. Di ba? Parang, um, nakasulat na nga Ateneo Life, pero that comment, parang gusto mo replyan, pero parang science energy, pag-replyan pa. Anyway, before I end the show, again, please visit Flipside in Arcovia City. Sarap ng burgers. Don't forget to order onion rings. And that's about it for today, for today's episode. Peace out.